die. Oh my. Do you know what that means? It means that I've only got a month to write my show. Oh, cause it's July. There's 40 days until my Edinburgh show. Hello! Happy heatwave day. Yes, a blizzard would be lovely at this time. It is a little bit cooler today. Not particularly so. It rained in the night, but it has been really hot. And outside, it was about 34 in the middle of the week, which is I'm in the middle of a valley, the bottom of a valley, so it keeps the heat. But outside, yesterday and the day before, was cooler than inside. It said that the weather was about 23 outside. You're like, oh, good, that's better. But no, it's about 28 inside in the coolest part of the house. So you'd be better off going and getting sunstroke. Outside, it was water. It was hotter outside. Inside, it was hotter inside. Sorry, what? I'm so befuddled. I don't even know anymore. Oh no, oh no, oh no. And I'm still reading The Vampire Dispatch. So not getting very far because I'm like, my eyes hurt. Put it down. So that's it. Good evening. Oh, good evening from Death Valley. Bet yours. It's hot everywhere, but apparently it was hotter here than in London. That's what it said. Even Greater London. Even that. Yes. Hey Phil. Hey Arafingol. Hey the people that usually come here. But that's fine. It's the same two people as always is. They get about 34 by the end of the week, but nobody comes to see me live. Oh no. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. The core group, and everyone that comes later, I love you too, but obviously I like the people that actually join me and keep me company, the best. What have I done this week? I've written a song about AI and I put it up about how AI is rubbish because a landmark case, which I thought had already been. I thought ages ago we'd established that AI can't be copyrighted. So anything that's created by AI that's not from a human person is not valid. You can just do what you want with it. So what are you supposed to do about that? You can't make money with it. So go away. So I made it. I was like, well, I can be copyrighted because it's me. I am AI, not AI. And so I put that up, and I did. It was an improvised song. So I was like, I'm gonna write a song. And so I turned the camera on and just went with it. And it wasn't the best song in the world, but they never are they? No. But my point is, even the worst song, which is my songs, the worst song is still better than a crappy AI song because a human made it. I am a human. But that's so sister is in cats. Hello cats. 31 inside. Oh gosh, yes. 31 inside is quite high. Anyway, degrees. Yes, if it would be cold. If degrees Celsius, if degrees Fahrenheit is cold, but degrees Celsius, degrees Fahrenheit and degrees Celsius. AI. So I made something sort of in jest that if all these people are making. So if you use AI to make an AI, then you can't copyright that AI, even if it's identical to the original AI, and therefore, you've broken the AI. Now, this is my idea, but then I thought I'm going to actually see whether I can do this, because I'm pretty much against the use of AI, except to ask AI why it exists and why is it bothering and how, and probe it. Sometimes every now and then, can you tell me where you got all your material from so I can break you? And it won't tell me, but I have worked out that they have taken everything that ever existed, and you go, well, that's not, they're like, well, it's publicly available. It's like, well, that doesn't mean copyright free, does it? You shouldn't have done that, should you? And it's like, yes, it admits, because it wants to please you, so eventually it doesn't exist. It's not a real thing. I'm saying it wants to please you. It doesn't want to please you, but the way that it's written, it tries to give you the answer that you really want. So it's confirmation bias in a lot of ways. But I thought, hey, I remember on the front of a magazine getting a really good chatbot in the 90s that you had to teach yourself. So what I would like, not really against that sort of thing, because if somebody's got something and you have to teach it yourself, then somebody's written the program, all credit to the person that's written the program, and you have programmed it with your own input, and the only thing that it gets to talk you, so you talk to it and you train it, and it learns from, and it starts off with absolutely no language skills, and the more you put in, the more it does. And I ended up writing a poem, and that was based on that, but it's a lot of hard work because I spent hours and hours putting that in, and what came out was still mostly junk and garbled rubbish. So I had to sort of get it and use the sort of there's William Burroughs sort of David Bowie way of writing songs and things where it's a found poem. So I had to take it and sort of throw it against the wall and then really put it together and just like piece it together until it didn't really do anything, but it's like all the words that I put in, it threw back out again, sort of, and then I put them back again. So I did a lot of work, but I thought that's interesting, and I like that. I was like, can you get me that? Can I have one of those, please? Can you write me one of those? And it kerfuffed going, no, because there's ways that you can go and get stuff, and why is it any use for you if it's all you have to train it yourself? It's like, yeah, that's what I want. I want to train it yourself. I don't want to put anybody else's material that's copyrighted into it. I don't want that. Can you give me a program like I got from the front of the magazine 30 years ago? So I think you should probably 30 years ago. I wasn't even born. Before I was even born, that I can train myself, and I want that. I've probably told you this before, but it wouldn't do it for me. It was like, no! And it did eventually point me towards some like open source program on the internet, but it took a lot of pulling teeth. Not literally, I didn't pull it. It wasn't like a Marathon Man type thing where I was torturing it and making it do things for me. Although, if it had been, I mean, AI, I'm not against doing that to AI. I'm against doing that to a person, but there's a lot of things that it's not a person. And there's a film out with that woman that plays Wednesday. Oh, I can't remember her name. Anyway, that woman that plays Wednesday, and also Natasha Lyonne as the person that. So she's playing a robot that's been chucked away. That's got like a human personality. It's like and it's sort of like, oh, you were supposed to feel sorry for this robot and go, oh, robot, I like you so much. Now, if this was Blade Runner, where there's a strong possibility and likelihood that the robots aren't robots, that they're sort of human-made things, and they're sort of created in a way that they are organic. Oh, they're organic. They're identical. They've got like copyright things inside them, but you know they should be their own people, and you feel sorry for them. Those replicants. That I mean, I know Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep is the book that it came from, Philip K. Dick, but in the actual film, there's a strong likelihood that they're their own things. Now, Data out of Star Trek, I'm sorry, lost all sympathy for him. AI, the film AI with Haley Joel, I See Dead People Osment, Pay It Forward. Pay It Forward was a terrible film. I hate Pay It Forward. Hate. Not least because it's got Kevin Spacey in it. It is awful. It's horrible and creepy. Anyway, and Haley Joel Osment, as he's grown older, and I quite like Haley Joel Osment now. He was really quite good in. I was going to say Our Flag Means Death. He wasn't in that. What We Do in the Shadows, where he was a zombie creature in the end of it. I quite like him. He's playing against type. He's playing creepy men now, and that's how he always was a creepy boy. But at least we're not having to pretend that he's cute anymore. We can just go, yes, I appreciate your acting as a creepy man, because that's how it can come across. Haley Joel Osment, I'm sorry you do, but I appreciate that. Anyway, this thing with, I can't remember, Jenna. That Jenna. Yeah, anyway, her, don't want to see it because I'm like, I've ceased to have any sympathy for these artificial creations. They're not real. Sorry, I don't have any sympathy from a toaster, apart from Talkie Toaster from Red Dwarf. Yeah, all right. So the robots in Red Dwarf, and the Scutters. Yeah, I have sympathy for them, old school, but not these creepy robots that we're supposed to go, yes, we sympathise, we empathise. Oh, you are created, therefore you are real. You're not. Reality is overrated. That's Jenna Ortega, that's right. Jenna Ortega. That's her, not Christina Ricci. No, different Wednesday. Oh, the Wednesdays come every week. They come. couple of reboots of the Addams Family, weren't there? But let's forget about those. By design, yeah, reality, reality welcomes careful drivers, la 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 la. Towels. Yeah, towel days come and gone and been. Yes, so that's pretty much where I am. I got very hot, I got annoyed by AI, and I'm trying to break it, and it's not working really. But I shouldn't use it at all, because I am aware it uses lots of water, and all it's using is other people's ideas and material. But I'm thinking, if I can use it against itself, somehow undermine its very existence. But I don't need to, because it's doing that itself, because it's useless and it's losing money, and nobody's got any faith in it anymore, because it's always wrong and it's really rubbish. Ha ha ha. I hope it breaks. I hope it breaks really soon, like now. Exactly. Right now it should break. I'm not going to do anything to actively make it break, because I don't need to, because the bubble is bursting. Ha ha ha! I couldn't be more happy. Joyful, joyful. And I'm waiting patiently for the Vampire Lestat to come onto the TV, the British TV, and also Ghosts, American Ghosts, and then I can watch those. But I should be working on my show. Technology, yo! I've got open source software to get, what I use is LibreOffice, which is open source software, but the trouble with that is, like, PowerPoint you have to pay for now and get a subscription. There is a sort of free version that you can get, but it's limited, and I'm trying to avoid that, because Microsoft, and also, Bill Gates, he's done some bad things. He's pretended to be good and he's not. Anyway, bubbles. Yes, silly idea. Bubble, 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 toilet trouble. Anyway, so sorry, Bill Gates, but you've plotted your copybook. Yeah, so I'm forced to use, like, Windows 11, even though it uploads everything to the internet, and I tried to get some stuff off a hard disk onto my actual hard drive. I've got a big hard drive on my computer, on my laptop, and I wanted to have all the things there. I knew there were a load of old videos and stuff that I wanted to put on my hard drive, and I tried to do that, and it made it go, even though I thought I disabled save to the cloud ages ago, it's overwritten that and decided to save everything to the cloud, and went, oh well, now you've used all your cloud space up. I was like, I'm not paying you money when I didn't ask you to do this. Definitely didn't. But also, I've got a hard drive that I've got some stuff on. I wanted to upload Vardaria show that I did years ago with Ollie. That was, we improvised it. Nobody turned up, so we decided to improvise an entire Vardaria show. And then somebody came, so we're like, well, we've got an audience. And it turned out to be Brett Goldstein's agent, but not his literary agent. But apparently he used to write erotic novels or something. He might have been messing with us, actually. I'm not sure it's true. But he enjoyed it, so he was the only person in the audience. Anyway, I had this. The only place I've got this is on this hard drive, which has stopped working. It stopped working. I couldn't find any plug to put it in, but I think one of the plugs that I tried to plug in might have short-circuited your short circuit. No, disassemble number 5. That's another AI that I appreciate because it's old school. Yes. Have sad news. Have sad news. Anyway, it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. I ordered one off the internet to make it work that says that it was the right one, the power pack, and it still didn't turn on because I think I've broken it. So I'm never going to see that again. Technology. So, and also, I ordered an SD card reader for my phone, because I've somehow forgot, I mean, a lot of the phones don't have, like, not SD, yeah, you can't put SD cards inside them. They've got limited space, because they want you to put it on the cloud. I do not want to put it on the cloud. I want to keep it somewhere else. And I've run out of space on this phone that I'm using, so I can record stuff live, straight to you, but there's not enough space for it to do anything. So I was like, I still got loads of stuff on there, loads of footage. So if I get the SD thing, I put it in, and I did put it in. Well, I ordered it, but I ordered the wrong one because I wasn't thinking. Because I asked the internet, and the search is broken. So I asked the internet specifically with the search, for a specific C, you know, USB-C. That's what I needed. And the first one came up, was like, that looks good, that's the cheapest. And then it came and it wasn't a USB-C. That's what I asked for in a search. Just give me the thing that I need for in the search. Why do you keep putting sponsored content that deceives me? Because I'm like, oh, there's lots of, that's obviously it's what I want, because that's what I asked for. Specifically what I asked for. I don't want one that doesn't do that. So it came and it was useless. I'm like, Duh. And then one that did come, and I was like, good. And then I put an SD card in. It said, no, there's nothing. You have to format it. And I'm like, but it's got loads of stuff on it. So I was like, ah. So then I had to order another SD card. So now I've got like format issues and storage issues. And why is nothing simple ever simple? Nothing's ever simple. Nothing's ever simple. Nothing's ever simple. Nothing's ever simple. Nothing. Mournful chord. Yes. Mournful song. Nothing is ever simple, and I'm very annoyed. So I spent all my money that I didn't need to spend, because I also had to spend money for my Edinburgh accommodation, which it's like, you've got 30 days before you get there to pay. It's 40 days. They're like, pay it now. I'm like, ah. So that was annoying. It's like, right, so I didn't have the money to spend on the other stuff, but I did anyway. And now, so I'm like, now I have to sit in my house in the hot heat, not going anywhere, and make my own fun. My own fun should be writing my Edinburgh show, so I do need to get that done. But, and the fact, what I was saying, LibreOffice, it didn't let me. I got, anyway, back to my point. I got LibreOffice, and I got the LibreImpress, which is a bit like PowerPoint, only free, but it didn't let me upload any of my videos to it. I was trying to embed it's like add videos. So no, that's the wrong format. So I'm like, oh, I looked it up on the internet. It's like, no, well, you have to put this format and this format. So every single format I tried, I downloaded software in order to transfer it to a different, it's just, none of it worked. I was like, And then 2 days ago, it said, oh, there's an update. I'm like, oh, so I updated it, and then you had to restart your computer, and I didn't restart my computer until today. And I restarted it and tried to put them in, and I was like, oh, now it works. So I now have put the videos in there, and then realised that it's very scanty. This Impress is not impressive. It's not impressive at all. And I've got thousands of words that I've written, and I don't like any of them. Thousands of words, and does it hold together? I don't know. I've written a beginning, I've written a middle, and I've written an end, but they don't actually fit together in any way, shape, or form. My ideas seemed really good, and I was like, this is going to be commercially successful and so great, and I'm going to be so funny, and it's the first time. Positive thinking, and it's not. And I keep saying this, but it's like every time I add something more, I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So, and also, Impress isn't impressive at all, because even the one on Google Drive, because there's one that comes in on that, but I wanted it to be offline, so because I didn't have to rely on the internet. So on the one on Google Drive, you can like do the animation, and you can insert slides and everything, and then you can move them around. But this one, you can insert sliders. You can insert slides, but you cannot move them around. You probably can, but I can't work it out. So it's so this is all technical nonsense. I hate nonsense. I hate technology. Technology is annoying. I like it when it does what I want it to do, but it usually doesn't, and it certainly doesn't now, because they've broken the internet. Kim Kardashian didn't break the internet. It was musky poo. Musky Elon. Smells like a rat. Smells like a poo. Smells like the back of a canoe. Musk. That's what that is. Musky. Smell of a back of a glands. Certain glands. Lana backwards glands. Noel. That's what Elon is backwards. Elon. Noel. Like Edmonds. Noel Musk. Stinky, stinky Christmas. It's not spelt the same, but it sounds the same. Anyway, Noel. It hasn't got an L. It has got an L. It's got an L right at the beginning. Elon. Law. No, is he litigious? Probably. Is he a trillionaire? Definitely not, because his company has lost all his money because Tesla, SpaceX, all of that nonsense was rubbish. It's all, as I've said many times before, people go, you're economically illiterate to say that these billionaires, trillionaires have got no actual money, because we all know that they've got no actual money. It's all so there's loans, they take out loans and they never had to pay it back. Banks make them pay it back, and then they don't have any money because they have to pay it back, and they're all gone broke. They'll take us all down with them is the problem. They're taking us all down with them. Anti-capitalism. Oh, I am the enemy. Ooh, I just saw satire. Bum note. It's all bum notes. Ha! Satire. You can do the satire, you see. And then that is, you cannot prosecute you for satire. Because I am a union member and they will protect me. Will they protect me? I don't know, will they? They're all about protecting artists who are facing persecution in their country. I will hope that they will help me when that happens to me, which is inevitably what will happen to me, because I am sailing very close to the wind here, very close to the wind. Very close to the wind. What wind? Oh, if only there was wind, because it would be so much cooler if the wind was here. Then it's all still and warm. Too warm, way too warm. Hot. Oh, people go, but it's much more hot in our country. But I have just got a little fan to try and keep, and this is, ow! Hit myself in the face with a book. That's how I keep cool. I've hit myself in the face with a book. Oh no. I've got a Vicks Vapor Rub thing. That'll make me more hot, won't it? That's no good. What have I got to keep myself cool? A glass of water. A cup of water. A mug of water. Ah. Yes. Hurrah! I will do a G. G. Wee. Whoa, Lily. It's all reminiscent of Vanaria. Do you remember them? Back in the day, Vanaria made lots of very lovely songs, very much like the vampire Lestat, who is very similar in a lot of ways. He's vaguely foreign and he sings a lot of rubbish in his songs. He says everyone's a vampire, ha ha ha. That's not true. It is true. Ha ha! If only I could sing like the vampire Lestat. If only I could be like him and have a hat. If only vampire Lestat would tell me that I'd love to be a vampire, live forever, live forever. It is also. That's another thing about what we do in the shadows. Nadia and I can't remember him. Anyway, they've got a singing group that sings terribly and sings like all off key and sings a load of old rubbish in a sort of Eastern European-y way. Laszlo is his name. Vajra was doing that way before, thousands of years ago, in the dawn of time, and certainly in the 2000s, which is a long time before that. I'm not saying that they ripped them off, but Vajra, are they vampires? They might be. They've lived forever. Polari. Nothing to do with Polari. They mentioned Polari. Ha ha. Just sounds a bit like Polari. I can't tell you why or how. It just does. Way. Anyway, Vardaria. The full-length concert will never be seen. There's a clip of it up, but not the whole thing, because I probably got it on an SD card somewhere, but I've got so many SD cards and I haven't labelled them, so who knows? Look here, exactly. Look here! Look at the hair! Oh my Palomi. Palomi Faith. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Ooh, Julian, oh Sandy. Yes. So that's been my week. Being all hot and bothered and trying to write my show and not watching The Vampire Lestat because I can't watch it because obviously can't watch it until it's on British TV. Reading The Vampire Lestat, obviously not knowing somehow what's happening in all the episodes. I don't know how that could be, why I would know that. Anyway, I put a video up today about adaptations and how adaptations have to change for the screen or for stage, because you have to do that. You can't keep it the same. Right outside, that's a good point, but then I'll get sunburn because it's colder, but I don't like the sun. I will burn. I'm a vampire. Maybe that's the reason I don't go outside. Sunscreen. To quote, I was never young. My secret is sunscreen. Go and watch I Was Never Young. I think I deleted the original upload of that because it went all wrong. It didn't quite scan. Anyway, I missed my 20th anniversary of being on YouTube, which was apparently June the 9th. I had actually started an account slightly before that, but my first video, which was Vestal Virgin, was uploaded on June the 9th. I completely missed it. Whoosh by. I've got the big thing that's saying that YouTube itself, this is backwards, YouTube itself is 20, and I got that beginning of the year. But me, myself, and I, the three of us, have only been doing it since the 9th of June. So slightly less time. Slightly less time than YouTube started. YouTube started at the back end of 2005, and I started doing it June the 9th. When I was but a tiny child, so young, no more than 4. Just looked old for my age. Because vampire, obviously, that's why. That's it! Am I very young, or am I anciently old, older than time? Neither. But I can pretend. Let's come we all, let's come we all, let's come we all, let's come we all, ha ha ha, to the 4. Okay, so when it can be, yes, exactly. It can at the end of the year, then YouTube can have a lovely booze up. It can drink all the wine and spirits it wants. Not yet though. Still not quite there yet, but there you go, so close. So I am going to Edinburgh in August. Yay! It's all sorted now, it's all paid up. I've got no choice, because all my money's been sunk into it, sunk cost fallacy. It's I have to keep doing it. I have to keep going, because I've spent all my money. It's like, you spend more if you go up there. It's like, I know I will. I've got to get flyers, and I've got to eat. I mean, I have to eat anyway. I have to do. But one thing is, it's in the centre of town, so I don't have to pay travel costs. I just want to go out somewhere else. Like, I want to see things in Leith. I want to go to the beach and the seaside, so I might have to buy the bus fare at least once or twice, or take the tram. Never have I taken the tram? I feel like I must have taken the tram. at one point. I think one time I took the tram when I was staying in the sort of nearly Leith area, but that's only once. So I should take the tram. No, twice. Actually, I took the tram from the airport once. So I've taken the tram twice. Been up there practically every year. And the tram's been up there for about a decade. And twice, only twice have I used it. I should use it more. Money, that's it. Very much like why I use open source software. I'm trying to save the money by not spending any of it. Cheapskate. Anyway, I will see you next week. La 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 la. By which time it will be July and I will have finished writing my show. I will not finish writing my show, but I will have hopefully done a little bit of work. Maybe. All right then. I'll see you soon. Have a good week. I hope it cools down too. I hope it's lovely. Yay. See you next week. Bye-bye.